Welcome to the Signal Shift, where business, innovation, and transformation meet.
Hey, welcome back to the Signal Shift. I'm your host, Colo Bell, and today we're talking about something I see constantly with small business owners: the invisible tax on your time. Not a government tax, not a software fee, the tax of doing things manually that a machine could handle for you, often for less than the cost of a lunch out. Today, I'm giving you the top 5 manual tasks that small businesses in any industry can automate right now. And I mean right now. Not after a 6-figure software implementation, not after hiring a developer, now. Let's get into it. Before I hit the list, let me give you one number to hold on to: 20 to 35 hours. That's the amount of manual work per week that AI automation tools can realistically replace for a small business in 2026. And we're talking tools that start at $50 a month. Think about that. If you're paying even one employee $15 an hour for work that could be automated, you're looking at over $2,000 a month in recoverable cost. And that doesn't even count the owner hours, which, let's be honest, are worth a lot more than $15. The businesses getting the best return right now are the ones that automate the high-volume, repetitive stuff first. So that's exactly what I'm going to walk you through. Raise your hand if you've ever answered the same customer question 3 times in one day. What are your hours? Do you offer X? How do I book an appointment? AI-powered chatbots and automated response flows can handle that entire category of inbound communication 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The good ones don't feel robotic. They're trained on your tone, your FAQ, your pricing. And when something genuinely needs a human, they hand it off. This isn't new tech anymore. It's table stakes. And if your competitors have it and you don't, you're losing leads at 11 p.m. when no one's at the desk. Appointments. The back and forth of scheduling. Does Tuesday work? No, how about Thursday? What time? Is one of the most expensive, low-value conversations in a service business. Automated scheduling tools sync directly to your calendar. Let customers book themselves based on real availability. Send confirmations and follow up with reminders. Cancellation? Automatic rebook prompt. No-show? Automated follow-up. The time savings alone on this one are measurable in hours every single week. Invoice generation and follow-up. Here's one that hits especially hard in professional services and trades. Generating invoices manually and then chasing down payment. AI-connected accounting tools, QuickBooks has this built in now, and others do too, can automatically generate invoices when a project milestone is hit. Send them to the client, and trigger a follow-up sequence if payment doesn't come through in a set window. No one has to remember to do it. No one has to feel awkward about asking twice. Late payments are the #1 cash flow killer for small businesses. Automating the follow-up alone has a measurable ROI for almost every client I've worked with. Social media scheduling and content drafting. I know, you've been told to automate your social media for years. Here's why 2026 is actually different. The AI tools now draft the content in your voice, not generic marketing speak. They can take your podcast episode, like this one, pull out the key points, generate post copy in your tone, schedule across platforms at optimal posting times, and track what performs. You still approve the content, but the drafting, the scheduling, the consistency, that's off your plate. For small businesses without a dedicated social media person, this is the difference between posting once a month and having a real presence. Reporting and performance summaries. This one is for the business owners who are still pulling reports manually, building slides for their weekly review, or worse, just not looking at the numbers because it takes too long to compile them. Automated reporting tools connect to your data sources, your CRM, your sales platform, your website analytics, and deliver a clean performance summary to your inbox on whatever schedule you set. Weekly, monthly, whatever works. You shift from spending 2 hours compiling data to spending 20 minutes making decisions based on it. That's a fundamentally different use of your time and your brain. The real talk. Now here's something I say to every business owner I work with. The barrier to entry on this stuff has collapsed. What used to require a development team and an enterprise budget can now be built in days using no-code platforms by someone who knows what they're doing. The question I get most is, where do I even start? And the honest answer is, start with your highest volume pain point. You know, the one task your team does over and over that follows a predictable pattern. That's your first automation. Get one win, measure the time saved, and build from there. Structured implementation, where you actually map the workflow before you touch a tool, produces 3 to 4 times the return of just grabbing a subscription and figuring it out as you go. In closing, if any of the 5 tasks I just described made you think, yeah, we're doing that manually right now, that's a signal worth paying attention to. At Arcturus Media, we work directly with small businesses to identify where automation delivers the fastest return and then actually implement it, not just hand you a list of tools and wish you luck. If you want a free consultation to map out your first automation opportunity, reach out to us directly at arcturus-media.com or find us on Facebook or LinkedIn. No pitch deck, no sales pressure. Just a real conversation about where you're losing time and how to get it back. I'm Colo Bell, and this is The Signal Shift. Thanks for spending 10 minutes with me today. If this was useful, share it with another business owner who needs to hear it. See you next week.
This has been The Signal Shift. Keep listening, keep learning, and stay ahead of the shift.